This past Thursday, we heard from Blue Jays skipper John Schneider that Ricky Tiedemann might actually have a shot to make the rotation this year. The Blue Jays' top prospect got off to a slow start in spring due to a hamstring injury, and I don't think most Blue Jay fans were thinking that he'd actually have a chance to make a rotation coming out of camp this year. But apparently, it looks like Ricky Tiedemann, he's in the mix. Before we get into the details, guys, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to Blue Jays Today if you enjoy Blue Jays news and content. Last Thursday, the Blue Jays faced the Pittsburgh Pirates, and Ricky Tiedemann undoubtedly had his best outing of the spring. The 21-year-old phenom went 3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 1 earned run with 5 strikeouts. And his stuff was absolutely puzzling some big league hitters on the Pirates roster. And in this article written by Rob Longley, John Schneider said after the game, quote, "I think Thursday night was a great performance by him and he turned the corner a little bit. So yeah, he's in the mix." And personally, I'm a little bit surprised that he's considered in the mix. Not that Ricky Tiedemann doesn't have the stuff to get out big league hitters. It's that our Blue Jays staff is so deep, but apparently there's a call for some help right now. As we know, the Blue Jays might be starting the year without 2 of their 5 starters, Kevin Gausman and Alek Manoah. As well, some unfortunate news about Romano and Erik Swanson might put them on the shelf to start the year as well. So the Blue Jays right now are missing a ton of quality innings in that pitching staff. And to make matters worse, the Blue Jays have a really tough schedule to begin the year where their first 10 games are on the road against the Tampa Bay Rays, the Houston Astros, and the New York Yankees. And all 3 teams have lineups that can absolutely wear down any MLB staff no matter how good they are. So other than Ricky Tiedemann, who do the Blue Jays have to get some innings and some help from? Well, as we know, Bowden Francis has made the team and he's been proven to be pretty good in spring training, but what can he do at a major league level? How many innings can he really give you? I don't think he can maybe give you more than 5, but we'll have to wait and see. And for that 5th spot, you maybe got Mitch White in some sort of opening role, maybe paired with Trevor Richards, but after a start like that, it might eat away at your bullpen considering Mitch White is kind of a dice roll at this point. You really don't know what you're going to get. And that's also considering that these other 4 starters are going to give you some length. What if they don't? That's going to eat away at your bullpen as well. And I could easily see this bullpen getting taxed out very early, and this could snowball into some disastrous games for the Toronto Blue Jays where you're forced to play guys that you don't really want to play in some big spots. So with that being said, should the Blue Jays call up Ricky Tiedemann to help reduce some of that workload early in this season? First off, I want to say this. As a Blue Jays fan, I would love to see Ricky Tiedemann get his shot in the big leagues this early. To see him match up against the game's best and to see where he can grow as a starter, as a pitcher at this level would be phenomenal. But the thing is the timing right for Ricky Tiedemann, and is he ready to get these hitters out? Ricky Tiedemann is still developing as a pitcher, trying to build up that workload. Last year, if you consider the Arizona Fall League, he only pitched 62 innings, which really isn't a lot. However, in this specific situation for the Blue Jays, we're not asking for a full 32 starts out of Ricky Tiedemann this year. We might see some sort of swingman role if he were to get his call to the big leagues. I agree with Rob Longley when he says even if Ricky Tiedemann does get the opportunity, odds are it would be temporary and perhaps even in a long relief role, pending on the potential returns of injured starters Kevin Gausman and Alek Manoah. Now we have to consider Ricky Tiedemann is only 21 years old, and that's a lot of responsibility to ask from him. We all know that baseball players, they like the routines, and going from starter to bullpen to maybe a swingman starter again at midway through the season, that can be really difficult. But here's the thing, if his stuff is good, can he do it? Well, I think the key comes down to, can Ricky Tiedemann find the strike zone enough this year? And after Thursday's start, Ricky acknowledged that, saying, "I think if I'm in the zone, my stuff plays well enough. Hopefully, if I can keep doing that, I can get the shot." Time for a quick shout out to Betway. Betway is the best place to make all of your sports bets on all of your favorite teams. Betway is also in collaboration with iGaming Ontario. Must be 19 years older to participate. And guys, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content. Now, while that reality sounds fun and exciting, and I love to live down that fantasy land, we're not even there yet to getting called up. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered before Blue Jays consider calling up their top prospect. They need to play out some different scenarios, like what if Kevin Gausman and Alek Manoah come back? What do you do with Bowden Francis if he's dealing? Do you have 2 swingmen or long relief roles in that bullpen? And as well, you just signed Yariel Rodriguez. What do you do if he's ready to come up May or June? Are you going to keep that guy down in the minor leagues? You did pay a decent amount of money for him. And also, calling up Ricky this early will begin his clock and losing a year of control on him that you could get if you call him up later in the season. And as well, the 40-man roster situation. You're gonna have to cut somebody to put Ricky Tiedemann on the roster. So with all that being said, there still is no guarantee that Ricky Tiedemann is getting the call to the majors this early. But we do know this: his stuff is legitimate, and that is the reason why Ricky Tiedemann has found himself in the mix for this Blue Jays rotation. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about Ricky Tiedemann and his chances of cracking the big league level this early in the season? And please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, go Jays go.